Good morning, gang. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world when you're watching this. Welcome back to this week's Bitcoin update. First and foremost, remember, nothing discussed today is financial advice. It's for educational purposes only, and it's my view of the markets. Now, that's out of the way. Bitcoin finally broken that psychological 100k barrier. Okay, so we've woken up this morning, all of us. Obviously, the US is still to wake up. But obviously, we've smashed straight through and we've stopped at around 104, 105. Okay. And now she's starting to slow down and consolidate, which is absolutely fine. Okay. No reason to get overly concerned yet. So yeah, obviously, I've been talking about it for a few weeks now. Obviously, that 100k mark, it wasn't necessarily a technical level, but psychologically, it was a massive level, which is obviously why we've been doing some public live streams about it. And obviously, if you guys have been with us on any of those public live streams, you'll realize obviously why we ended up shorting the market up here when it hit a huge take profit wall across all exchanges. Okay, so obviously, if you've been following along, those videos are live to watch. If you follow our main Twitter account, which is down in the description below, you'll be able to watch that back and see in real time why we were looking at this specific level. But obviously, it's a psychological level. It's not a technical level. It doesn't line up to any of my Elliott Wave counts, which is why I wasn't really that interested in overall this being the absolute top of the market. It could have been. Yeah, of course it could. But the probabilities are for some higher Elliott Wave targets, and I'll run through those today. Now, before I get into anything else, quick announcement. Our partners over at BloFin have extended the offer for you guys. So if you want 20% off trading fees, and that doesn't make a difference whether you are trading on a standard account or a VIP account with a higher trading volume, you can get 20% off their listed fees by going through our affiliate link. Okay, yes, it's an affiliate link, but the way that we've got that 20% discount is by me giving up our affiliate commission, so you guys can get a better deal. Okay, I'm a trader at the end of the day. I'm not an influencer, which is why we can do these kind of offers. So if you want to take advantage of that, now's the time. You also do get, I think, a deposit bonus. Yep, you can find out there. You get up to a £5 deposit bonus. But the big thing is, especially in this market right now, you can get discounted trading fees. Okay, I use these guys for my day trading account now. So far, so good. I can't complain. It's great. All right. So that's that out of the way. Next, let's go back to our screen. Here we go. Is that the right one? No, that's the right one. There you go. Magic. So, over the last week since our last update, obviously I give you guys the week before a nice long, give you guys last week a nice short. Hopefully some of you took it, and if you did, you know, and you made profit on it, happy days, cool. Let me know down below. And while you're there, do me a favor and hit that like button. But obviously this is what we're looking at. So obviously the previous week we were talking about the long from the lows, which was obviously this long from down here, the point of control at the time. And then we were talking about if there's going to be a short setup, it's going to be up here at this high volume node and this weekly open as confluence. Now, in the end, what did we do? We came up from here, came up into that weekly open. We came up into that high volume node. I've not got the volume profile on right now. And then this ended up being a really nice setup in the end. A really nice setup. Let me explain. So obviously this is something, obviously, I was talking in more detail with the members. We're up against the 886, which was this level here. In fact, let's just show you that, shall we? Because it's going to make more sense. I want you guys to learn from this. Okay, this is the reason why I do these videos. Those that are not in our educational program, I want you guys on YouTube to learn. So a fib from the high to the low. You've got that 886. Now, if you understand Elliott Wave Theory and Fibonacci, then you will know that 886 is the turning point, if it's going to turn. It doesn't have to turn at the 886, but it's kind of, in this scenario, the bear's last chance. Okay. Now, on top of that, we had fantastic confluence up here. So we do a channel from the low to the mid pivot from here. We had the channel EQ. Now, on top of that, this is where it just keeps getting better. We've got fib extension from the low to the first pivot high, down to this pivot low. You can see there, we're coming to the golden pocket of the fib extension. We had a lot of confluence at this level. But if you refer back to my update for the members, we're up against the 886 now. This is when we're up here. Plans are still what I discussed this morning on the live stream. Right here, I don't want to jump in front of strength. So I wasn't willing to short up here. If we start to lose weekly open again, then I'm game for shorts. We start to lose weekly open. I'm updating the guys in real time. I've shorted, okay? Main validation is above all-time highs. Massive resistance, that big take profit wall. And I'm looking for a potential flat idea, okay? That's coming down to Elliott Wave. I will take profits along the way in case I'm wrong. And I was wrong with this. I was wrong. And this is why I took profits along the way. And this is why it's good. When you're making these plans, you can be wrong in this game and still make money. Okay, so that was the first one. Where's the second image? Come back. There we go. Right. So this initially came down and then started coming back up as we're going through Sunday and into Monday. Now, Sunday night, I'm updating the guys. Okay, sideways weekend on Bitcoin as usual. Tonight, I have little to add. On top of the thoughts that I shared on Friday night stream. I still hold both my Bitcoin shorts, but I've skimmed a small amount of profit off my BloFin one, which was this one. Okay, I did hold another short from up here on my Bybit account as a swing hedge. Okay, I have skimmed a little bit of profit on here, but I've still not put my stop into entry. Okay, and that's important. So I was fairly confident in this, that this was going to come lower. Okay, if I'd have been wrong, it'd have been fine. I'd have lost some money. I'd have been stopped out, but I was fairly confident in this that it was going to have at least one more stab lower. And in the end, it did have one more stab lower. Okay, so this is why you can be wrong on an idea, but still get paid. Okay, and the beauty of taking shorts, sensible shorts, high confluence shorts, lots of TA overlapping in the same region. Okay, just like this one up here. The beauty of shorting in this market, when you've got a high confluence short setup, is the funding. Because the funding rates are so high, if you're holding a short, you get paid every 8 hours to hold that short. So rather than normally when you're longing in a bull market and your funding rate and you're paying every 8 hours to hold that long, and right now, as I said, the funding rates are quite high, so therefore you're paying quite a lot of money to hold your long position. If you are on the reverse of that, from a highly confluent zone, you get paid to hold this. So if you hold this for a few days, then every 8 hours you're getting paid funding. That's the beauty of it, and that's 3 days. So that's the beauty of having shorts like this. Now, in the end, this came down into the reverse golden pocket. Personally, I wanted lower. I wanted lower than this. And this is what I was looking for, that flat example. But in the end, it came down into the golden pocket. Okay. And I was saying to the guys at the time, I wasn't really that interested in this zone. So I'd have to see it in real time to see what happened. And this is why trading's all about being agile. Okay, so now we can remove all this. And now we can talk about down here. So as you guys know, I gave that public long 2 weeks ago on YouTube. This instance here was my opportunity to compound that after taking quite a lot of profits out of this one. Once again, I was looking for a lower price. Okay, being honest about this. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not telling you I knew this would happen. I was looking for a lower price. But in the end, this ended up being a really, really perfect setup. And I'm going to talk you through this because you can learn from this as well. So what you had here is price came down through the day, through London session, into this golden pocket. Had a nice little bounce. Nice little bounce. And then what happened? As soon as New York came online at 2:30 UTC, New York came down, took these lows. You had a little swing failure pattern. Now, the beauty of this swing failure pattern is, number one, it's within the golden pocket. Number two, this on TPO had created a poor low. So if we look at the TPO chart here, this is the candle that did the swing failure pattern, but this low here was a poor low. Now, what I mean by that is it didn't have a buying tail. This swing failure pattern that happened created a buying tail, therefore confirming that now we've got a potential good low. Look for longs. So all I did, I just compounded my long trade from lower into this, and I'm still sat in that long trade right now. I've been taking profits along the way because I'm not an idiot. And now, obviously, from where we got to today, we are here. Okay? Did I know it was going to go all the way up there? No. Did I? Hell. I was half expecting this to be a scam. But it ran. So when you're in a strong trending environment, let your winners run. Okay? So hopefully, you've learned something out of that. Hopefully. Obviously, all this stuff is discussed in real time in our Discord. And also, to be fair, you don't even need me to discuss this in real time because you've got access to all the educational content as part of our group. So you can learn it and do it all by yourself. You don't need me for this. This is the whole idea of our group. I want you to come in, I want you to learn, and then I want you to leave. Stop paying the monthly subscription. Once you understand how to trade and you can stand on your own 2 feet, stop paying your monthly subscription. Hang around in the free community. Now, where we are right now, what I'm looking for next. So, we've got 2 levels, and I gave these out publicly as well. 2 levels above us. Okay, these are Elliott Wave levels. We've got 105.6-ish, again, bit of a region, and we've got 115.3-ish, again, bit of a region. Okay, it's fairly rare that you get a perfect reaction from a level. It does happen, but these are the levels. Right, does this mean that I am setting limit shorts at these levels? No. No, it doesn't. Okay, these are just places that I might be interested in taking a short if I am presented with one. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to repeat myself. If price comes into this territory and then gives me some form of setup to work with, like a market structure break, then yes, I might look for shorts. But once again, I am shorting against a very aggressive uptrend. So therefore, I will be locking in an early take profit one, moving my stops into profit, and then seeing what happens, half expecting that that eventually just gets stopped out because the trend's still up. It's only if this starts to lose some macro structure, then that's when it starts looking a little bit more bearish. But for now, everything's pointing up. Okay, so if price just gets straight above here without a reaction and carries on, then great, cool. There's a low time frame, trades to be taken, trading the trend up to the next sticky zone. Does that sticky zone cause a reaction? No. Yes. Who knows? We'll see. If it does, great, cool. Do I get a short setup? Awesome, I'll take it. Do I not get a short setup and it just continues up? Great, I'll let that run too. Okay, so this is all I'm watching right now. Now, locally, obviously we've cracked that 100k barrier. We've cracked that 100k barrier. So this 100k barrier now is there. I'm going to hide the other 2. So to get through this 100k barrier was a massive take profit wall. Massive take profit wall. Bear in mind, everyone that's been holding Bitcoin ever since inception may have taken profits at this very significant psychological level. 100k. Monumental for Bitcoin, a digital asset, to hit $100,000. It's massive. It's massive. It's great news. However, the volume that it's taken to break through those take profits needs to realistically hold now. Because if this starts dropping back down below here, these guys who bought up here, who bought the breakout, then become offside. What does that mean? Well, they're going to start panicking and probably start closing out or being forced to close out. And then you get a bit of a long squeeze down. Short squeeze up, long squeeze down. Will this happen? Is this likely? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's something that I'm interested in. If it does happen, whether it happens from here or happens from longer. Higher, not longer. Words not working today. But initially, do we just get a simple back test? If it comes, and great, cool. Then potentially continue trading the trend, and it's just creating high, low, high, low. I'll just keep doing this, high highs and high lows. As long as it's doing that, it's fine. The trend's up. Okay. The best thing, in my opinion, what you could do is chill out for a bit. So if it chills out for a bit, then altcoins are going to be fun to trade to the upside. So finding some key altcoins that have come into key support and trading them. We have been doing quite a few in the group recently. I'm not going to run through all these. These are some of the positions that I've got open right now. We did have some really nice positions through the week. In fact, there's a really, really clean one that we had. In fact, this was one of the quickest take profits we've had. Did this live on one of the morning streams. I've no idea what this is. I don't pay attention to any of this, but basically I was looking for price to come into this 382, and as soon as it tapped that 382, it tapped it once, tapped it twice, and then it hit take profit within an hour and 30 minutes. So you had a nice 2-hour trade within an hour and 30 minutes. So, you know, but they've had some really nice ones within the group. all part of the live sessions on a morning for the members. So yeah, if it hovers around here, then great, cool. Now for support outside of this, realistically, let's throw on that same volume profile that we've been looking, the uptrending volume profile. Realistically, things are fine as long as you are hovering above this point of control. Realistically, things start looking a bit worse if we start losing some structure. And then I might start looking for some shorts on a pullback. But for now, any support should be considered strong support while the trend is still in play. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not going to harp on too much. If you want more detail than that and specific levels, then obviously come join us. Right. Good luck, as you were. Bye-bye.